All right, guys, here we are, man. Here we are, week 4. Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Colts. And, of course, guys, if you haven't been watching this series, these are updated rosters. 2025 updated rosters with all of the draft picks. And we're just having a little bit of fun, guys, as we wait for the new EA Sports football games to come out in the very near future. So just trying to have some fun here. And, again, for those of you that are new to the channel, this gameplay has sliders provided by Sim Gaming Network. I am using the All Madden version of those sliders, and very minimal changes, guys. Really no gameplay changes with the exception of 2. And other than that, man, it's just penalties and auto subs. So as you can see here, guys, the Colts are going to get the ball first, and Richardson is going to find a quick receiver for only about 3 yards there. 2nd and 7. Rolls to his right, and he finds Tyler Warren for 5 yards there, and then they're going to run the ball on 3rd and 2, and Keanu Benton says no, none of that, and the Steelers are able to pitch an early 3 and out. Let me also let you guys know, man, that you might hear some breaks in the commentary here and there. For whatever reason, the software that I'm using, man, this is Adobe Premiere. It seems to pause from time to time through the playback, and I don't know why. So their audio may stop, and then I have to stop and pick back up. So if that happens, guys, please forgive me, man. I think I'm going to switch up my software anyway going forward. But there it is, man. Jaylen Warren, as I was talking there, with a huge run. They're going to hand the ball off to Jaylen Warren again. Another sizable gain, man. Brings it to a 2nd and 1, already down to the 27. And look at this. Caleb Johnson is going to get his first carry of the day. And the Steelers are marching just outside of the red zone. They're going to go with a play action here to Darnell Washington. And the Steelers will move the ball down to the 12-yard line, 2nd and inches. And we are rolling, handing the ball off to Caleb Johnson. And just barely gets the first down. And on 1st and 10, Will Howard is going to find Pat Freiermuth all the way down to the 2-yard line. And you would expect the Steelers to score very close and very near. And they do get in with Jaylen Warren. And Jaylen Warren is having an outstanding season so far. If I'm not mistaken, this is his 7th touchdown of the early season already, man. So 7 touchdowns through week 4. Can't complain about that. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are able to take the early lead here. And let's see what Richardson's going to do, handing it off to Jonathan Taylor. And a nice run by Taylor, man. Gets a first down. They're going to go back to Jonathan Taylor. Nice cut right there, but only able to pick up 3. And Richardson stands in the pocket, and he's going to find Michael Pittman Jr. And speaking of him, I hope those rumors are accurate. Supposedly the Pittsburgh Steelers are possibly in trade talks for Pittman. I'd take that. But anyway, look at this, man. Richardson trying to run, and TJ Watt has none of it. And on 3rd and 6, he tries to find Tyler Warren, but he is covered. The ball is knocked out. And just like that, man, the Steelers are going to force another punt, as, you know, right after the Colts had a pretty decent start to that drive. Jaylen Warren picking up 6 yards on the first down there. They're going to go to Caleb Johnson, and he picks up another 4 yards, bringing it up to 3rd and 1, and they go back to Johnson, and he very easily picks up that first down. And they're going to give it to Johnson again, and he has all types of daylight off the left side there. Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line blocking very well so far in this game. Will Howard is going to set up in the shotgun. And he's going to hand the ball off here to Caleb Johnson, and he gets another decent yardage, 5 yards there. They're going to go with the RPO throw to DJ Chark. And the Steelers are driving once again, man, down to the 34-yard line. Play action fake, and he tries to hit DK Metcalf, but is wildly inaccurate. 2nd and 10, he's going to drop back once again, throws the ball over the middle, and what a catch by Chark, as he had to hold on to that. In 3rd and 4, they come right back to Chark. And Chark is going to pick up the first down. Steelers now in the red zone. Jaylen Warren brings the ball down to the 12, handing it off to Caleb Johnson. Cuts back inside, and he almost gets in the end zone. It's going to be a 1st and goal. And they're going to hand the ball off here to Caleb Johnson, and no. Looked like he got into the end zone, but he did not. The Steelers are going to probably run the ball again here on 2nd and goal. They give it to Johnson, and again, he's unable to get in. Big time stop there by the D-line, and let's see what they're going to do on 3rd and 1. Play action fake, and nobody's open, and Will Howard is forced to eat it. And that's a good defensive stand by the Colts right there, man. The Steelers have to settle for a field goal, and it is now a 10-0 contest. Let's see if Richardson and company can get something going here. They start off with a quick pass to Pittman Jr., and then Richardson is going to take off, rolling out to his left side, and he carries Peyton Wilson a few extra yards, brings it to a 2nd and 2, handing the ball off here to Jonathan Taylor. And the Colts are starting to get something going here as they're in Steeler territory. And on 1st down, another quick strike for only 3 yards. Richardson again hangs in the pocket, and then he takes off on the left side, and big hit by Peyton Wilson, but unable to knock the ball out. Richardson picks up the 1st down. And look at this, a whiff on the tackle, and Jonathan Taylor able to get into the red zone. Here they come, man. Richardson is delivering the ball very well right now, handing the ball off to Taylor, but again, Keanu Benton with another stout tackle right there. Richardson is going to go on an empty set, looks to his left, and he finds Taylor, but Taylor unable to sneak back inside. He goes out at the 1-yard line. You would expect that they would be able to score here, even though the Steelers and Logan Lee there able to get a sack. And here they are handing the ball off to Jonathan Taylor, man. Nice, nifty running. Get him back to the 2-yard line. And Richardson is going to keep the ball on the keeper. And he dives inside the end zone right in front of Beanie Bishop. I switched to Beanie Bishop. I can't talk right now, guys. I switched to Beanie Bishop, but I could not get a tackle animation off before Richardson crossed. But either way, I think he's going to score there anyway. So it is what it is. 10-7, man. The Steelers, as Chark has a good reception right there on 1st down, and Jaylen Warren picking up 3. 2nd and 7. Howard is going to drop back, and he finds Pat Fryer. Move. As Muth is going to get the 1st down for the Steelers, and he's hype. And they're going to hand the ball off here to Caleb Johnson. A good tackle right there, man. Great tackle, meeting Johnson right in the hole for no gain. But on 2nd and 10, Darnell Washington is going to get another opportunity. Brings up a 3rd and 2. The Steelers decide to go for it here with the run, and they did get it. Picked up 2 yards. And Johnson here on the 1st down. Good containment there by the Colts defense. Unable to pick up anything. 2nd and 10. And woo, the heat is in the face of Will Howard, forcing a 3rd and 10, and just like that, Howard drops back a bit too far, and look at that, man. That's a bad boy right there, man. That boy Franklin, and look at this, man, as I completely botched that field goal attempt. And the score is going to remain 10-7 as we head into the half. But yeah, Zaire Franklin, man, is going to have a big day. I'll show you guys at the end of the game. Make sure you stick around for the stats. Blew my mind when I saw it. But here comes Jaylen Warren. Woo, nifty cut right there. I told y'all, man, I got good vision when I'm running the rock, man. Great vision. I guess that comes from my old running back days when I suited it up. Look at Will Howard, man. Woo, hanging in the pocket and finding DJ Chark across the middle. Chark is becoming a very clutch go-to receiver here for the Steelers, man. And again, I would love for the Pittsburgh Steelers to go out and sign a guy like Chark. You know, sign somebody like Chark to help out at that number 2, number 3 position for the Steelers. As we all know in the real world right now, man, you know, they're kind of banking on Roman Wilson, and no disrespect to him, but, you know, we just haven't seen it in the NFL. But here we are continuing the drive, man. 2nd and 5, down to the 19. Jaylen Warren able to make a little quick move off of the back of his lineman there, bringing up a 3rd and 2. And Caleb Johnson, man, is doing what I expect him to do in the real world. He's going to be that short yardage back. I believe he has that capability, as well as he has the capability to, you know, get a home run every now and then as well. But I think they're going to utilize him just the way I'm using him. And there's another touchdown by the Pittsburgh Steelers as Caleb Johnson is able to get in for what I believe is his 2nd second or third touchdown on the season. So clearly, man, the Steelers, I'm sticking with the mantra of them being a run team, run first. And that's kind of how we're managing these games here. And look at this. You guys know anytime I show you a kickoff, it's for a reason. And look at this. That's that boom tech, man, where the physics will play out depending on where you hit people. They don't always go down, and I do appreciate that because that is more of a realism element. I hope EA continues down that path. And look at this, man, tight throw. And Slay unable to make the tackle, and thank God that Highsmith was out there. Oh, that could have been a touchdown. But again, getting back to boom tech, man, I hope they continue down that path. And there it is, guys. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Big hit. But there it is, guys. There was that break in the audio, like I told you guys before, as you watch this nice hit and fumble recovery. For whatever reason, Adobe Premiere, man, is starting to freeze on me from time to time when I do the playback and voiceover. So there's that interruption in the audio. Well, look at that big physics hit by TJ Watt on Anthony Richardson, and he coughs the ball up, and that was costly. That was a huge turnaround. But what I was saying about boom tech, man, I hope EA continues to innovate that as well as introduce it to college football. And look at this throw by Will Howard, rolling out and stopping and setting his feet, and he finds DK Metcalf, who's been quiet today. But DK Metcalf is going to make a play here and there. You know it's coming. And look at this, man, almost able to bounce it outside with Jaylen Warren. But we pick up 7, and we're going to go right back to Jaylen Warren for the first down. And on 1st and 10, we're going to go play action fake, and we're going to go deep downfield. And oh, that ball is led out in front, and great defense there, man, by the safety there to stay on top of that route. 3rd and 9, and Howard is going to find Pat Fryermuth. Nice tackle animation right there. Zaire Franklin again, but we're going to go for it, man. And look at this. Look at this. Buckner is turning us away, unable to spam the inside zone. So that's also good to see that every play is not going to continue to work. So I like that. When we turn the ball over here, and this could be huge for the Colts, man, if they can make something happen here at the start of the 4th quarter. Look at the run. Nice run there by Jonathan Taylor. Having some decent runs, man. Anthony Richardson is gonna drop back. I was about to call him Richards. And look at this. Finds Michael Pittman, makes a man miss. And Pittman is up to the 11, or down to the 11, I guess you would say. And here come the Colts. Quick throw, but Joy Porter Jr. is right there to supply that defense there on Pittman. And clearly, man, Pittman is his #1 target as he continues to go to him. And look at this. Richardson trying to sneak in there, but Patrick Queen is there doing what we need him to do. Very interested to know why maybe the CPU did not go for it there. So that's a couple things too I would like to see, man. EA continue to evolve like AI and give them personality, right? Make them play like the real life team as far as decisions. I feel like even in that scenario, it doesn't necessarily have to be a team thing, but you might go for it there. But I understand why they take the 3. But, with a running quarterback, you might take a chance there. But here we are backed up 1st and 20 after the hold by McCullum. And there's Chark once again getting us back into decent territory. 2nd and 8. And Howard is going to try to drop back and run the screen. And look at this. Offensive line does nothing. Forces us into a 3rd and 9. And Howard is going to go deep, and he's picked off again. Man, you got to give credit to these Colts defenders staying ahead of the routes. Kenny Moore, all over top of that route. And if you looked at that play from the beginning, my receiver there got bumped off early in the route, and it kind of slowed him down. Calvin Austin got bumped a bit, so he couldn't quite get where he was going, but I anticipated the throw, so I threw it thinking he would be there. That little bit of contact bumped him off of the route, and it is an interception. So I like the way that played out, man. I can't complain about that. I don't think it was a bad read. It's just an unfortunate outcome. So 3rd and 2, man. Richardson is going to keep. Oh, and look at this. TJ Watt is faked out, and he gets the 1st down. And they're going to go play action fake here. And Richardson, throws it right into the breadbasket of Juan Thornhill, but unable to come away with the pick. He's going to go play action again, and he goes short to Tyler Warren, bringing up a 3rd and 3, and Richardson is forced out of the pocket. Good pressure by the Steelers. Now they're going to go for it here on 4th and 3. Can the Steelers get off the field? No! Anthony Richardson hangs in there, and he finds another rookie who I think is going to have an outstanding career. Tyler Warren gets his first touchdown of his NFL career. And look at how Richardson just stands and delivers in the pocket. We're getting really good quarterback play from these sliders, man. So again, shout outs to my guy, SGN. And there it is again, guys, having to pick up back with the audio. Again, I'm sorry for the inconvenience there, guys. But what I was saying, the shout outs to my man, SGN, a.k.a. Sim Gaming Network, man, providing these outstanding sliders that will have your quarterbacks, AI quarterbacks playing much better and more realistic, man. And listen, I'm having a great time. You know, some of you guys are going to, oh, man, I'm having a great time playing this game, man. It is what it is. You know, all these games could be better, but I'm having a lot of fun playing this game. And I'm back to a point where I'm looking forward to what EA Sports does in their 2026 games. I hope they continue on this trend of making better products. We shall see. But look at this, man. We try to go for the screen again, and I'm telling you, man, the Colts have been all over a lot of my, what I like to call go-to plays. And I like that. I love that. 3rd and 10, man. We're going to drop back, and Will Howard is going to find Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to be short, and we're going to go for it here, man. We're not going to be soft right here. We're not going to live in our fears, as Tomlin would say, and we find Calvin Austin for the first down. But this is do or die time right now. This is time for us to go win this thing. 1 minute and 28 seconds left. You got to go get it. We're going to go RPO, man, and we find Chark. And Chark is going to pick up 7 yards, and on 3rd and 3, we're going to hand that thing off to, look at this, Kenneth Gainwell, giving him a carry. And we get the first down, and we're just going to run this ball out right now, man. Caleb Johnson pick up another 3. Just make them use the timeouts. Handing it off to Johnson again, and he fights his way up for a 5-yard gain. And on 3rd and 2, we're going to hand it off to Caleb Johnson. Look at that nice cut on Zaire Franklin. Gets all the way to the 1-yard line. Steelers are going to let the clock tick, and we're going to kick the field goal for the victory. Outstanding work right there by the Steelers. This was an excellent game, man. Excellent game, and I really appreciated how this one panned out. Again, not just because I got the win. You guys have seen me lose. So y'all know I don't care much about winning and losing in terms of it must be a win. I like losing as well. I like it to be tough. I like it to be competitive as we look at the stats. Pay attention, guys, too. Wait until y'all see Zaire Franklin. But what a game, man. What a game. And I'm going to keep this content coming, man. I'm on a roll now. I got about 4 games in the clip that I've played. I have another look at Zaire. 24 total tackles. Good Lord. 2 tackles for loss and a sack. My goodness. But yeah, I have these 4 games that I've played, and I got a couple. I'm going to be playing a few more nightly, so I'll be recording that footage and trying to chop it up as soon as I can to get it out to you guys, and maybe try to get another face cam video up as well. But here are the final stats, man. Of course, what's going to be lopsided, like always, is going to be time of possession. But outside of that, man, I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed this. Make sure if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one.